Good afternoon student, welcome to NEET Mantra. I am Prince Sharma, your biology faculty and mentor. This is the first video of our revision series which start from 1 June. Today we cover the most important point of reproduction in organism from NCERT. In this video I will use both Hindi and English. So if I use some Hindi word, it doesn't mean the whole video is going to be in Hindi. So what is reproduction? Reproduction is the mean of perpetuation of race as older individual undergo senescence and die. Perpetuation means continuation. So reproduction is a method to continue the species. Different organisms use different method which we will discuss in this quick revision. When the offspring is produced by single parent with or without the involvement of gamete formation, the reproduction is called asexual reproduction. When single parent is involved and gamete may be present and may not be present, then it is known as asexual reproduction. When two parent opposite sex participate in reproduction process and also involve the fusion of male and female gamete, it is called sexual reproduction. So the major difference between asexual and sexual reproduction that in asexual reproduction gamete may be present but they never show the fusion, but in sexual reproduction fusion is mandatory for the gametes. So first we see asexual reproduction. Single individual is capable of producing offspring which are identical and exact copy of their parents. The morphological and genetically similar individual of same parent are called clones. So the offspring which are produced in asexual reproduction are identical to the parent, morphology like look wise and genetically DNA wise. So sometimes some scientists call single cell organism which do asexual reproduction immortal because they give birth exactly to their copies. Asexual reproduction is common among single celled organism, plants and animal with simple organization. Asexual reproduction is a fast way of reproduction and it is common in lower organisms. In Protista and Monera, organism divide, cell division is the mode of reproduction itself. Like if you have single amoeba cell and it will divide into two daughter cells, so it will become two from one. So cell division itself is a mode of reproduction. So we are talking about amoeba and here is binary fission. In this method of asexual reproduction, a cell divided into two halves and rapidly grow into an adult. A single amoeba cell grow and then it divide into two equal daughter cell and then it again grow and again divide. This method is known as binary fission. It is commonly seen in amoeba and paramecium. Next is budding. Small buds are produced that remain attached initially with parent and get separated on maturation. In budding, small bud-like structure are start developing on parent body and after maturation they get detached and then they again reproduce. It is seen in yeast. The basic difference between binary fission and budding is that in binary fission the existence of parent organism is no more, but in budding the parent organism still exists after the reproduction. Fungi and simple plants like algae reproduce through special reproductive structure like zoospore, which are motile structure. Conidia are present in penicillium, buds in hydra and gamule in sponges. You have to memorize these examples because these are very important from NEET point of view. In plants, vegetative reproduction occur by vegetative propagule. Vegetative propagule are the structure which do the vegetative reproduction. Like in oxalis we have runner, rhizome in ginger, sucker in banana, offset in water hyacinth, bulb in onion, bulbil in agave, eye buds in potato. Now we have a small description about water hyacinth. It is also known as terror of Bengal because it is the most invasive weed and it grows exponentially in water and it drains out all the oxygen from water and all the fishes die there. So in Bengal the main food is fish, and due to this all the fish are not available and the shortage of food is there. So that's why it is known as terror of Bengal. Next we have a very common example. Bryophyllum develops adventitious bud from notches present at margin of their leaves. So there is presence of adventitious bud at the margin of leaf which do the vegetative reproduction from bryophyllum. Asexual reproduction is the most common method of reproduction in organism having simple body. This I mentioned before, like in algae and fungi. But during unfavorable condition they shift to sexual reproduction. So why they shift to sexual reproduction? The reason is sexual reproduction comes with variation, and variation give the organism better opportunity to adapt to the environment and more chances of survival. So during unfavorable condition organism shift to sexual reproduction. Next is sexual reproduction. Involve formation of male and female gamete. Male gamete is separately formed, female gamete is separately formed, either by the same individual or the different individual of opposite sex. These gametes fuse to form zygote which develop to form new organism. So it is basic concept of sexual reproduction. Male gamete will be produced, female gamete will be produced. They can either be produced by same individual or by different individual. Then they will fuse and zygote is formed, and then zygote will make the new organism. In this, offspring are not identical to parent. In sexual reproduction, offspring are not identical to parent because of many reasons like recombination, chromosome set from different parent. These are some of the reasons. So that's why offspring are not identical to parent. Some plants show flowering in particular season and some flower in all season. कुछ प्लांट कभी कभी फूल देते हैं और कुछ प्लांट लगातार फूल देते रहते हैं. Some plants like bamboo species flower once in a lifetime and after they will die, and that will be in 50 to 100 years. There is a special example mentioned in NCERT of Strobilanthes kunthiana which flower 12 in a year. It is found around Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala hills, and it have a very big pink color flower. So it's a major site for tourism. In NCERT it is written that last flower in 2006. उसके बाद एक और बार हो चुका है पर वो NCERT में मेंशन नहीं है. Now we have a term monoecious plant. Plant having both male and female flower on the same plant. Example cucurbits and coconut. The term homothelic is used in fungi for the same condition. So if male and female flower are present on same plant, they are known as monoecious plant. You have to memorize the example because these are given in NCERT. Next is dioecious plant. When male and female flower are present on separate plant, then they are known as dioecious plant. Example given in NCERT is papaya and date palm. The term heterothelic is used in fungi for the same condition. The female placental animal which wear placenta exhibit cyclic changes in ovaries and accessory gland as hormone during the reproductive phase. When reproductive phase is activated in female placental animals, they show cyclical change in ovaries and accessory gland which is known in human, which is known as menstrual cycle. In non-primate, there is a cycle which is known as estrous cycle. Non-primates are cow, sheep, rat, deer, dog, tiger. And in primates like monkey, apes, human being, it is known as menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle will be studied in detail in 3rd chapter. So you have to remember, in non-primate there is estrous cycle and in primates there is menstrual cycle. Now we divide reproduction into 3 phases. First is pre-fertilization, second is fertilization, and third is post-fertilization event. So all the events prior to fusion of gamete are included in it. Before fertilization, all the event happen in a sexual reproducing organism is known as pre-fertilization event. Of course, there will be a juvenile phase, and then the organism will attain its sexual maturity, and then these events will start. In pre-fertilization event, there is two events, gametogenesis and gamete transfer. Gametogenesis means formation of gamete and gamete transfer means transfer of gametes. Gametogenesis is the process of formation of male and female gamete. In algae, cladophora is the example given in NCERT. Both gametes are similar in structure and you can't distinguish between male and female. So these gametes are known as isogametes. But in higher sexually reproducing organism, two morphological distinct gamete, like by seeing you can tell this is male and this is female gamete. So these gametes are known as heterogamete. Male gametes are called antherozoid or sperm and female gametes are called ovum or egg. So now we have a term bisexual or hermaphrodite. Male and female reproductive organ in same individual. If male and female reproductive organ is present in same individual, then they are known as bisexual or hermaphrodite. The example given in NCERT is earthworm, sponge, tapeworm. Unisexual. Male and female reproductive organ in different individual. It is known as unisexual. Example given in NCERT is cockroach and human. Gametes are always haploid. You have to remember, gametes are always haploid. Although organism may be haploid and diploid, it doesn't matter that main plant body or main animal body is haploid or diploid. Gamete is always going to be haploid. Diploid organism form gamete by meiotic division. Meiotic division is also known as reductional division, in which chromosome number cut to half. In algae, fungi and bryophyte, haploid plant body is there. Pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm and most of the animal are diploid. Then there is a term meiocyte. Meiocyte are specialized cell in diploid organism which will undergo meiosis and produce gamete. So meiocyte are like that cell which will go under meiosis and produce gamete. Next we have gamete transfer. In majority of organism, male gamete are motile and female gamete are non-motile. And it is also true in the case of humans, except in fungi and algae, in which both male and female gamete are motile. Again, algae, bryophyte and pteridophyte, they use a medium for the movement of gamete, which is usually water. In seeded plant, pollen grain are transferred to stigma of flower of same species by various agents like wind, water, insect, bird and ant. And commonly used is honeybee. Honeybee is used for pollination in Entomophilus flower. It is so the transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma is known as pollination. Pollination is of two types, self and cross. In self pollination, there is also two subtypes, autogamy and geitonogamy, and in cross pollination there is genogamy. We will discuss it in detail in second chapter. In animal, by physical contact or by copulation, reptile, bird and mammal, and by external medium like water. Example are fishes and amphibians. Next we have the second event of sexual reproducing organism, that is fertilization. Fusion of male and female gamete is known as fertilization, and it is also called syngamy, and the result is zygote. But if without fertilization of female gamete the new organism is developed, then this phenomenon is known as parthenogenesis. It is seen in rotifers, honeybees, turkey and some lizard. In aquatic organism, the fertilization occur in water, means outside of the body, so it is known as external fertilization. And in terrestrial organism, syngamy occur inside the body of organism, so it is called internal fertilization. Now the third event is post fertilization event in sexual reproduction after the formation of zygote. External fertilization, zygote. In external fertilization, zygote is formed in external medium such as water, and in internal fertilization, zygote is formed inside the body. In algae and fungi, zygote develop a thick wall resistance to desiccation and damage. These germinate after a period of rest. After the formation of zygote in algae and fungi, they don't immediately become organism. They rest for some time and develop a thick wall around them to avoid the damage and desiccation. In organism having haplontic life cycle, in haplontic life cycle, zygote divide to form haploid spore, means there will be meiosis division here, and then they germinate to form a haploid individual. Next we have embryogenesis. Embryogenesis is the process of development of embryo from zygote. In embryogenesis, zygote undergo mitotic division and cell differentiation. Mitotic division or cell division increase the number of cell, and cell differentiation help in the formation of new group of cell or organ, means cells are assigned a specific function like formation of heart or formation of kidney. So cell differentiation is formation of a particular tissue or organ. In flowering plant, after fertilization, zygote develop into embryo, ovule develop into seed, and ovary develop into fruit, which develop a thick wall called pericarp, which is protective in function. After dispersal, seed germinate under favorable condition to produce new plant. So seeds are formed for continuation of the species, and they are dispersed by many ways, like with the help of water, with the help of animals, है ना. तो by this the plant cover lot more area and continue their species. There are also two terms, oviparous and viviparous. Oviparous organism are those which give eggs, and viviparous organism are those which give direct birth to young ones. So I hope this video will be useful for your preparation, and these are all important points from first chapter. And if you like our video, please subscribe to our channel. More of these videos are coming. Thank you.